to this week's episode of Zigwheels with me, Serena Diorama, and I'm having a blast here checking out all the cars at the Apex Honda showroom, but we've got a fantastic lineup for you this week as usual, so let's check it out. On the show, Honda gets a facelift. Rishabh checks out the Comet 250's bigger brother. Rachel Charles hobnobs with the jet set and drives their cars. Okay, well, let's get this show on the road. Well, it's a new year, which means car upgrades. A lot has changed since this Honda Accord was last given a facelift. But of course, the Honda Accord is the company's flagship model in which it tries to make a good car even better. But for more details on the Honda Accord's 2011 facelift, we have Vikram Gore to give you all the details.
The 8th generation Honda Accord made its debut in India a couple years ago. And now for the first time, the company has given the car a facelift.
The sharp edges, long sleek body and rather muscular stance have definitely helped in the appeal department. Even today, the design still looks fresh, and I highly doubt that anyone would argue the fact that the Accord is one great looking car. Regardless, Honda has gone forth and given the car a minor facelift.
Plastic surgery, Botox, lifting the skin, call it what you may. Facelifts have always worked for us humans, so why shouldn't they on cars? Well, Honda has done just that, and now the new Accord, or I should say the facelifted Accord, boasts of a brand new bumper and a new chrome grille. Both of these have been carried out to give the car a slightly more luxurious look. The car gets a sunroof and some extra chrome embellishments at the rear.
With competition heating up, primarily from the Skoda Superb, which incidentally offered every gizmo you could think of, including umbrellas in the door, Honda obviously realized that the Accord could do with a bit of an image boost. The changes are at the model level, so both the 2.4-liter and the V6 come now with these new features which add on to the existing list of features. No doubt this helps in enhancing the entire package.
A facelift model definitely creates more appeal for any customer, but the true beneficiaries on the Honda Accord are the ones who go in for the 2.4-liter model. The reason I say this is that a lot of trim that was earlier available only on the 3.5 V6 has now trickled down into the 2.4 as well. That's really where the value lies, and that's where Honda is going to score big with the Accord now.
The changes are cosmetic, and though they don't seem monumental, one must understand that the Accord has always been a formidable entry-level luxury sedan in the first place. With the new enhancement, the Accord becomes an even better value for money proposition. After all, it's all about getting more bang for your buck.
Well, this new launch is going to get bikers all over India excited. Korean brand Hyosung is bringing performance to the people with the launch of the all-new 650cc V-twin. In fact, this will be the first wave of the 600cc bikes to hit Indian markets. Rishabh was lucky enough to take the Comet's older brother out for a spin, so let's check it out.
No doubt, it's about time. For too long, motorcyclists all over the country have been saving up the rupees for something like this. The badging may not be that of an Italian marquee or even any of the Japanese makers. No, it's actually Korean. But its strength lies in what it has to offer. Something that's going to give the old mindset a whole new twist.
Well, let's face it, performance costs money. You're either in the top end of the bracket where you can afford 10 lakh plus bikes like the Hayabusa or the Gixxer, Or if you're looking for something more real world, you're going to have to look at the other end of the spectrum where you'll see Pulsar 220s, you'll see Kawasaki Ninja's 250R, or maybe even Honda's new CBR 250, which will hit showrooms soon. But what do you do if your performance needs is somewhere right in the middle, where you want a lot more power than the 200, 250s, but you're not willing to spend anywhere close to 10 lakh rupees? Well, for you, Hyosung has an answer.
Go ahead and feast your eyes on it. I think we've waited long enough. For a Performance 600, it certainly ticks the right boxes when it comes to the show. Take a walk around it and you'll notice how it screams of potential. The front end has a right mix of aggression and looks unique with those classy halogens working up the appeal quotient. The front end is well weighted with a beefy front suspension. And the racy theme runs all over to the end, tapering off with a nice grab handle and a fat, nice sounding exhaust can. The fit and finish, however, could be better. The speedo unit on the dashboard is digital and practical. No frills, nothing, but the right info at the right place. Roll off from the start and the smooth, sorted ride quality comes to the fore. The front suspension is adjustable for stiffness, but not for preload. Go over the bad bits without thinking twice. This baby can handle it and a lot more.
You know, being a 600, it handles exactly like you would expect every 600 to handle. It's fast, flickable, nimble, and most of all, the chassis seems to be geared up for a wide variety of riders. Whether you're heavy or you're light, this bike is going to be able to let you exploit that performance going in and out of corners.
That sporty riding position goes a long way in squeezing the max from the engine. It's so much fun, so well torqued, it has an uncanny way of compressing distances. All this while you're out there having fun. The liquid-cooled direct overhead camshaft 8-valve 90-degree V-twin motor of the Hyosung seems like an extremely potent package, throwing up oodles of horsepower and torque for a middleweight motorcycle.
Well, thanks to the power and torque on this bike, I've managed to get up ahead of my schedule and grab a cup of chai in the process. Now, 82 PS of power and 61 Nm of torque coming from a 650cc V-twin electronic fuel injection engine. Well, that's a lot of figures. And what it really does in real time is, of course, get you from point A to point B in as short as a time schedule as possible with as much fun coupled in. So if you're looking for performance like I was talking about right in the middle of the spectrum, this is the bike that'll do the job.
Let's face it ticks the right boxes on the looks, the engine and the handling front. But does it have everything going for it? I'll have to say it's got a fair amount in its favor. Things like the fit and finish could be better, and the short turning radius coupled with the 200 plus kilos weight might prove to be a handful in tight situations or even while reversing. So what's the verdict?
To answer my question, yes, it does fit in bang in the middle of that spectrum of performance that we were talking about. Now for 5 odd lakhs, of course the price is not out, this is what it's expected to be. For 5 odd lakhs, which you get in the 650cc V-twin, that pumps out a lot of power, great fun in the city, great fun out when you get out on the ghats, on the twisties. It's a riot to ride. There's really no competition for it right now, but Kawasaki will be out with its 600s, and I'm sure that is going to dent the Hyosung market.